and welcome back to my channel. I'm Tiffany, also known as the Very Vintage Vagabond, and if you're new here, welcome. So February is the month of love. Aww. It's Valentine's month, and on February 14th every year the United States has always celebrated Valentine's Day for as long as we can remember. So today I'm going to do a Valentine's Day craft, and at the same time I'm going to give you a little history on Valentine's Day. Where did it actually come from? Why do we actually celebrate it? Who the heck knows? Well, let's find out. So for the craft today, I went to a vintage store and I found these super awesome little vintage Valentines. You'll get a closer look at them when I change my angle on the camera when it comes down to craft time. Anyways, they're super cute. Here's a little boy with a shotgun. I don't know. I just love Valentines. I love antique Valentines. They were just so cute. I'm your, Y-E-R, your little angel. That's it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do a craft, and we're going to learn about the history of Valentine's Day. So stay tuned, and I'm a goofball. All right, here we go. So the first one I'm going to start with is this cute little Valentine. So I'm going to start off by putting a little bit of a background on here. I have these sponge paint things, and I'm just going to put a little bit of red. The good thing with this wood is that because it's a plywood type of material, it really soaks in that paint super fast and does not have a really long dry time. So that always comes in handy.
I've got a crush on you, sweetie pie, all the day and night time, hear me sigh, I never...
Is dry, and so here I have my cute little Valentine, and I have my Mod Podge, and I'm just gonna do a...
I never had the least notion that I could fall with so much emotion. Could you
Okay, so there's some theories on Valentine's Day. Theory number one. The Catholic Church has recognized 3 different people that are saints that are named Valentine or Valentinus. All of these were murdered. One of the legends says that Valentine was a priest who served during the 3rd century in Rome, when Emperor Claudius II decided that men who were single made better soldiers than those that were married and had wives and families. He outlawed marriage for young men. So Valentine, realizing the injustice, he actually went behind Claudius's back and was doing marriages, conducting marriages for young people who wanted to be married. When Claudius found out, he had him beheaded. So that's fun. And some people insist that Valentine's was Seynt Valentyne of Tournai, who was a bishop, who was the true namesake of the holiday. But he too was also beheaded by Claudius II. Claudius II was like not a nice dude. Maybe he never knew what love really truly was. Okay, so these are really cute, right? Look at how cute these little flowers are. And we can kind of like add a couple here and there to here to kind of give it like, you know, like a 3-dimensional type look. I love doing stuff like that. Still in the Roman Catholic Church, let's get back to our story here. So other stories suggest that Valentine may have been killed for attempting to help Christians escape harsh Roman prisons where they were often beaten and tortured. According to the legend, an imprisoned Valentine actually sent the first Valentine greeting himself after he fell in love with a young girl, possibly his jailer's daughter. Ooh, scandalous. Ooh. Who visited him during his confinement. Before his death, it is alleged that he wrote her a letter signed from your Valentine. Aww. Isn't that special? Although the truth behind Valentine's Day Valentine legend is murky, the stories all emphasize his appeal as a sympathetic, heroic, and most importantly, romantic figure. By the Middle Ages, perhaps thanks to his reputation, Valentine would become one of the most popular saints in England and France. Oh, look how cute that is. Oh, I like this one. It's very simple. Okay, so next I have some ribbon, and we are going to put a couple of these on here if I can get this done. So this is the red. You know what? I think I want white on this one actually. Known to unpopular belief, especially among Christians, is that the majority of our Christian holidays, historically, okay, this isn't about religion, historically have stemmed from paganism. Now, of course, when a Christian hears paganism, I know this because for a long time I too was there, you hear paganism and you think, oh my God, the devil. That's not it. Paganism was not devil worship, never has been, never was. Just like anything else, just a religion. And, okay, for this, I don't actually have glue. Do you like my little trails? Like I start talking and then I stop. I'm sorry. This is what I get for trying to do two things at once. Okay, moving on. Moving on from Tiffany's craziness. Okay, back to the story. Whoa. So while some believe that Valentine's Day is celebrated in the middle of February to commemorate the anniversary of Valentine's death or burial, which probably occurred around AD 270, others claim that the Christian Church may have decided to place St. Valentine's feast day in the middle of February in effort to Christianize the pagan celebration of Lupercalia. Celebrated in the Ides of February, or February 15th, Lupercalia was a fertility festival dedicated to Faunus, the Roman god of agriculture, as well as to the Roman founders Romulus and Remus. Okay guys, here we go. We've got some other cute ones here to choose from. What are we gonna choose? So I've had my eye on these two fellas. I am nuts about you. And so this one is super cute. It's a pop bottle and it says, I'll blow my top if you won't be my Valentine. And this one really speaks to my soul because he's really goofy nutball. Okay, there's something wrong with me. I can't figure out this whole camera thing. I'm nuts about you, Valentine. Be mine. And he's all goofy with goofy face. So I kind of like these two. I feel like nuts and peanuts go together. Okay, I just need to point this out because of my weird brain. Does it look, oops, does it look like this dude right here is laying back behind this dude sniffing his butt? Or is that just me? I can't unsee this now. Can you? So to begin the festival, members of Luperci, an order of Roman priests, would gather at a sacred cave where the infants Romulus and Remus, the founders of Rome, were believed to have been cared for by a she-wolf or a lupa. Nice. The priests would sacrifice a goat for fertility and a dog for purification. They would then strip the goat's hide into strips, dip them into the sacrificial blood, and take it to the streets, gently slapping both women and crop fields with the goat hide. I'm sorry, what? If anybody slapped me, even if it was gently, with a bloodied goat hide, I'd fucking kick him to the moon. That is... Okay. Far from being fearful, Roman women welcomed the touch of the hides because it was believed to make them more fertile in the coming year. Well, in that case. Later in the day, according to legend, all the young women in the city would place their names in a big urn. What? They would not. The city's bachelors would each choose a name and become paired for the year with this chosen woman. These matches often ended in marriage. Okay, can I just say what that reminded me of? That reminded me of a key party. Anybody ever go to a key party? That's probably for a different vintage video. But they were really popular in the 60s. And couples would go to parties, and you'd drop your keys in. And the ladies would go around and choose keys. And, well, if you got some other fella's keys, guess who you were going home with for the night? Not your husband. Lupercalia survived the initial rise of Christianity, but was outlawed as it was deemed unchristian at the end of the 5th century when Pope Gelasius declared February 14th Seynt Valentynes Day. It was not until much later, however, that the day became definitively associated with love. During the Middle Ages, it was commonly believed in France and England that February 14th was the beginning of the birds' mating season, which added to the idea that the middle of Valentine's Day would be a day for romance. Hey look, the birds are mating. Let's be romantic today. The English poet Geoffrey Chaucer was the first to record St. Valentine's Day as a day of romantic celebration in his 1375 poem. And back to the story. Valentine's greetings were popular as far back as the Middle Ages, though written Valentines didn't begin to appear until after 1400. Interesting. Okay. Do a quick little slathering here on here. The oldest known Valentine still in existence today was a poem written in 1415 by Charles, Duke of Orleans, to his wife while he was imprisoned in the Tower of London following his capture of the Battle of Agincourt. The greeting is now part of the manuscript collection in the British Library in London, England. Well, let's talk about a big player really quick in Valentine's Day. So Cupid is often portrayed on Valentine's Day cards as a naked cherub launching arrows of love at unsuspecting lovers. But the Roman god Cupid has his roots in Greek mythology as the Greek god of love, Eros. Accounts of his birth vary. Some say he is the son of Nyx and Erebus, others of Aphrodite and Ares. Still others suggest he is the son of Iris and Zephyrus, or even Aphrodite and Zeus, who would have been both his father and his grandfather. Weird. Okay, so this one I did blue. I thought that was super, super cute. And I love this owl. I love him so much because if you do this, his eyes move back and forth. According to the Greek archaic poems, Eros was a handsome immortal, played with the emotions of gods and men, using golden arrows to incite love and leading ones to sow aversion. It wasn't until his Hellenistic period that he began to be portrayed as the mischievous, chubby child he'd become on Valentine's Day cards. Okay, vintage friends, that's it. Here is number 1, super, super cute. And then this one, which I think I need to do a little more. I don't know what that's going to be yet, but we'll see. simple is better, right? And here's the one I'm working on now, just a little boy, and I don't know if you can see it. It says, I'm out to trap you, be my Valentine. Because that's not creepy. That's it. I hope everyone has a super awesome Valentine's Day. Have a great beginning of your month, and I will be posting another video later. Let me know what you want to see. If you want to see any of these looks, curious to know anything vintage, just write it in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and click like and follow me. So, thanks again for joining me, and as always, you're amazing in every single thing that you do. See you next time. Bye.
Brush my baby